Office Management System. Here, first of all, you need to enter your username, then enter your password. Now, you will be able to view the modules for which the rights are assigned to this user. Click on Mutual Fund. This will take you to the dashboard. On this dashboard, you will be able to see different jobs with different status. Counts are mentioned here. So here right now all these jobs have 1 as their count. Below the job status, you will find the summary as on given date. So you can choose different date as well. Any previous date, all the previous dates will be listed here. So click on any previous date and it will show you the summary for that date actually. Now the main functionality of this application is to handle jobs. Once you go to jobs menu, actually left side is reserved for the menus. So this menu is primarily to create user. We'll get back to this menu. First of all, we'll talk about jobs. Here you can add job. Once you click on add job, this text box appears. In this box, you need to enter client name. Here you can enter client name, otherwise you can enter relevant PAN number as well. So once you enter client name, so suppose I am entering client name here, then you need to click on go. Once you click on go, irrelevant client details will appear here. Suppose by mistake you chose a different client, so you can click on reset. Once you click on reset, the screen below will be refreshed and it will be ready to receive a separate client name, different client name. So suppose I have entered this, a new client name, clicked on go. Now data appeared. So this job is pertaining to which date? You need to enter the date. Choose a relationship manager. Enter any remarks. Suppose I have entered this. Then here you will find that there are categories of jobs. You may enter all or any one of them. At least you need to enter one. So we have kept them into 4 categories. One is purchase /SIP, then redemption /SWP, switch /STP, and then there is a general category. All the jobs are segregated on the basis of their nature. Like in this case, purchase /SIP, this is investment, this is redemption, and this is of switch nature. And then in general, we have taken all non-financial transactions into account. So here you can see that these are non-financial transactions. So we have kept one others also as one of the purpose type, so that if the purpose type is not listed here, you can choose others. Once you enter a job, suppose I am entering a general job. And then suppose we are entering one purchase entry as well. say purchase. Once we'll enter purchase, click select purchase. So start date, end date and frequency is not required. These three fields will be required once you'll be choosing SIP. Then in case of fund house, you just start entering anything and relevant fund houses will appear here actually. So it's a wildcard search. So whatever you'll be entering, you'll be checking everywhere in between. So based on this fund house, then you will find schemes. Suppose I have chosen this. Suppose you entered amount. So either you need to enter amount or you need to enter unit. And then let's say submit. If you want to add more records, you can click on this add further. So if you'll be clicking on this add, so it has appeared here. So then further, suppose I'm entering SIP and then I'm pressing a start date, then I'm putting end date, suppose say end date is 2025 and then 31st. What is the frequency? Suppose I am telling monthly, then the fund house, based on the fund house scheme names will appear, then enter amount. So now we have entered three things. Two rows we have entered into this category, purchase / SIP, and then one row we have entered into general category. After this, you need to click on submit to save this record. Once you'll be submitting, it will show you the message job record saved successfully. Click on job list to view the job you have already saved. So basically, this is the screen which you can receive from here as well. Click on jobs and click on edit / search job. Then also the same screen will appear. Here you can edit this job. Here you can delete this job. Besides editing or deleting, you can view by clicking on plus. You can view the job. So these are the three jobs. And on this job, further, user can do activities. Wherever you see this sign, this Excel icon, so whatever is shown below will be exported into Excel actually. So everywhere we try to provide this Excel icon. Besides this, in this screen, you will find a search panel also. In this search panel, there are many parameters using which we can search. So like name is there, job received date range is there, relationship manager, then which nature job you want to search, and what is the status you want to search. So this is and type of search. Means suppose if I am putting name as say Jha and I say open and click on search, so it will bring your Jha and open. So like that it is. So as many you want to fill in, you can fill. It will search and type of searching. Now once you have this data available, you can further do activities on it. What all activities you can do? So let's click on this activity link and find out what all we can do. Export to Excel button, similar to rest of the screens. One more option is there under back office. This is called commission receipt. This option is provided to enter into the commission details what you received from your mutual fund houses actually. So once you click on add commission receipt, so these are the options available to enter, wherein on which date you have received, from which fund house you have received it, what was the mode of payment. By default we have taken NEFT because this is the usual mode we receive payment from fund houses. What was the amount received, in which bank account actually NEFT was done. Then here you need to enter reference number, for which month and year it was received, and any file you want to attach, suppose usually whenever they transfer some amount, they send you, they mail you PDF, XLS, XLSX, etc. So you can just choose those files, upload them, and kept on adding. Suppose if you have received multiple files, so you can keep on adding those files and then press on submit. So once you submitted this, further it will be available for you to search. So this is the search panel wherein you can choose any fund house, choose bank account, month and year, receive date, range basically. So this was the module basically in which we enter various inputs. Then there is a report section wherein you had already entered few jobs. So these three are lists basically, different lists which you can view. Let's see one report here. So this is the report related to purchase. Type is purchase. So then you have a search criteria. By client name you can search, by relationship manager you can search, by type you can search, then added on date range you can search, and with the status, job status you can search. So these are the different basically criteria based on which you can search your records. And again, as I already had told you, that this is the export to Excel button. You can export these records into Excel. Similarly, you have this report. So currently we don't have any report into this. Then we have general report. So again, this is the general report. So by default, it is showing you job open. You can choose closed because we already had one closed general job like add email / phone number. We already have added few minutes back. So you can search like that actually. So this is the mutual fund module of this back office management system application. Then second element is administration. Second module is administration. Once you click on administration, so main job of administration is approve users which are already added by back office. These users will be approved here, and then you go to settings. Actually these two are immaterial at this moment, so let's go to settings. Here in settings, all the records against which you have fed your data, you can enter the master data. Let's click on master, and you have all the masters here which you are using in this application actually. Then these are different masters. Here you can add AMC, fund code, and then fund name. Then you can add fund details. So once you click on add new fund, so first you need to choose fund house, and then a scheme code, and then the fund name. Then here it is cancel MF transaction. Once you click on cancel MF transaction, here these mutual funds means SIPs have appeared. So what is this basically? Let me tell you one very good feature into this application is we have added SIP and we kept the start date there and the amount there. Based on that start date and based on the frequency, it will keep on adding the jobs automatically. Suppose now user has discontinued his SIP, then in that case you need to come to this place and cancel that transaction to appear further. Once you'll cancel it actually, then after this date it won't be added as an extra job actually. So for that purpose this transaction is given, basically cancel MF transaction is provided. Then there is roles and privileges. Here you can add a role. Currently we have these roles available. Against those roles you can assign privilege, like against which module, then what is the role name, and then what is the username if suppose any user is listed there. and then you can click here. So basically assign privilege to roles and users. So your roles and then users will be listed here, and then you can just suggest which all rights this role has. Once you did so, then here actually assign roles to user is provided. So suppose here you click here and then you say which role is assigned to this user. So it is very simple. Then comes client repository. Here in client repository, you can add new client, you can have client list. So let's see client list. So these all are clients here currently available with us, and then we can add new client. It is very similar to what we already had seen in under user. Then here it is client import. Once you will click on client import, it will be displaying you the data which is imported from other database actually. So you click on go and then it will be displaying you the data from other database. So like that it is. So this is the whole application basically called Back Office Management System. In case of further issues, you can just write to us to email ID is software software at digitalsolutions.co.in. Thank you very much.